with each word, leading to an undeniable sense of purpose and the burning conviction to act. The unseen blueprint of destiny, the world around you, in all its chaotic glory and disheartening despair, is a mirror. It reflects not what you wish for, but what you are. Look closer. Do you see the shadows of doubt, the echoes of missed chances, the hollow ache of unfulfilled potential? Or do you glimpse the glint of possibility, the vast, untamed wilderness of your own power, waiting to be charted? For too long, we have lived as sleepwalkers in a waking dream, accepting the hand dealt, believing our circumstances are an unbreakable chain. We watch the titans of industry, the visionaries, the disruptors, and whisper to ourselves, they are different. They possess something I do not. This, my friend, is the greatest deception, a lie whispered by a world that thrives on your complacency, a narrative perpetuated by those who fear the blazing light of your awakened potential. Every grand achievement, every empire built, every impossible dream pulled from the ether into tangible reality, began not with a sudden stroke of luck, nor with a privileged birthright, but with a single, searing, unyielding desire. It began within the quiet confines of a single mind, a mind that dared to defy the prevailing winds of impossibility and declare, "This will be." Think of the humble beginnings of Henry Ford, not a prodigy, not a magnate born to wealth, but a man obsessed with a vision. Imagine him in the nascent days of the automotive industry, scoffed at, ridiculed, told his fantastical contraption was a noisy toy, a fleeting novelty. Did he listen to the cacophony of doubt? Did he surrender to the prevailing wisdom that horses were sufficient, that the internal combustion engine was a mere curiosity? No. His desire for a reliable, affordable automobile for the common person burned with an intensity that cauterized every doubt, every criticism. It was a flame so fierce, it could not be extinguished by the cold waters of conventional thought. He didn't hope for a car. He demanded it of the universe and of himself. This was not a wish. It was a definite chief aim, etched into the very fabric of his being. Forging unbreakable faith from the fires of desire, but desire alone, however potent, is a spark without tinder, a compass without a destination. It must be amplified, focused, and transmuted into its spiritual equivalent, unshakable faith. This is where the world's quiet achievers separate themselves from the throngs of well-meaning dreamers. They understand that faith is not a passive hope, a gentle prayer whispered into the void. It is a command, a conviction, a profound internal knowing that what you seek is already yours in the unseen realm, awaiting its manifestation. Consider Thomas Edison, a man who failed not once, not twice, but thousands of times before his incandescent light bulb pierced the darkness of night. Imagine the endless experiments, the frustrating setbacks, the exhaustion, the public skepticism. Each failed filament was not a defeat, but a revelation, one more way not to achieve his goal. His faith was not in the absence of failure, but in the inevitability of success. He wasn't trying to invent a light bulb, he was going to invent it. That subtle shift in internal language from "I hope to "I will" is the very essence of true faith. It is the bedrock upon which all lasting achievements are built. How do you cultivate such an invincible faith? It begins with autosuggestion odes, the silent, continuous conversation you have with yourself. Every thought you entertain, every word you speak, every belief you internalize, is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. If you feed it weeds of doubt, fear, and limitation, those are the fruits you will inevitably harvest. But if you consistently, deliberately, and with fervent emotion, impress upon it images of your desired reality, your subconscious will conspire with the universe to bring it into being. This is not magic, it is mental alchemy. The subconscious mind, being a non-reasoning entity, accepts whatever is fed to it with conviction. It does not discern between a genuine experience and a vividly imagined one. When you repeatedly visualize your desired outcome, feel the emotions of its achievement, and affirm its reality, you are reprogramming your internal operating system. You are forging a new blueprint for your existence, and your external world will begin to conform to it, just as iron bends to the will of the blacksmith. The power of the definite plan and organized action, a burning desire, fortified by unshakable faith, is a mighty engine. But even the most powerful engine needs a steering wheel and a roadmap. This is where organized planning and definite action enter the arena. Many possess brilliant ideas, but few possess the discipline to translate those ethereal thoughts into concrete steps. The graveyard of potential is paved with magnificent intentions never acted upon. Your grand vision must be broken down into specific, actionable steps. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, yes, but it must be the right step, taken in the right direction. What is your first move? Your second? Your third? Define them with crystalline clarity, write them down, commit them to memory, and then, with the ferocity of a hunter stalking its prey, execute. Consider the audacious vision of Walt Disney. He didn't just dream of drawing cartoons, he dreamed of an entirely new form of entertainment, an immersive world where imagination reigned supreme. This was a vision deemed preposterous by the established studios. But Disney didn't just dream, he planned, he strategized, he built teams, he faced bankruptcy multiple times. He was told no, more times than most people hear in a lifetime. Yet with an unwavering definiteness of purpose, he meticulously built his empire, one animated frame, one theme park ride, one magical experience at a time. His colossal success was not an accident. It was the inevitable outcome of a definite plan executed with relentless persistence. The unconquerable spirit of persistence. And here, we arrive at the great separator: persistence. The path to any worthy achievement is rarely a straight line. It is a winding, treacherous road, riddled with obstacles, punctuated by setbacks, and shadowed by the spectre of doubt. This is where most falter. This is where the faint of heart turn back, convinced their dream was nothing more than a pipe dream. But for the chosen few, for those who truly understand the game, setbacks are not stop signs, they are course corrections. Failures are not defeats, they are lessons learned. The very act of pushing through adversity builds a spiritual muscle that nothing else can. It forges resilience, it sharpens resolve, it hardens your inner core until you become impervious to the slings and arrows of misfortune. Think of Abraham Lincoln. His life was a symphony of setbacks before he reached the pinnacle of the presidency. Failed in business, defeated for the legislature, lost congressional races, rejected for land officer, defeated for Senate. A lesser man would have crumbled under such a relentless barrage of disappointments. But Lincoln possessed an extraordinary degree of persistence. His desire to serve, to lead, to unite a divided nation, transcended every personal defeat. Each fall was simply a momentary pause before he rose again, stronger, wiser, more determined. His very essence became a testament to the power of simply refusing to quit. This persistence is born from a deep understanding that the universe tests your commitment. It doesn't hand out greatness cheaply. It demands proof of your unwavering dedication. It asks, how badly do you want this? How much are you willing to endure? And only when you answer with an unequivocal, I will never give up, does it finally yield. The mastermind. Amplifying your power through collective genius. No great individual achievement happens in a vacuum. While the journey begins with an internal conviction, its grandest expressions are often orchestrated through the power of the mastermind. This is not simply a group of people. It is a harmonious alliance of two or more minds, working in perfect synchronicity towards a definite purpose. When minds collaborate with a shared vision, a synergistic force is unleashed that transcends the sum of its individual parts. It's an exponential explosion of creativity, problem-solving, and sheer collective willpower. Consider the relationship between Andrew Carnegie and his chosen team, particularly men like Charles Schwab. Carnegie, the steel magnate, understood that his own genius, however formidable, had limits. He surrounded himself with brilliant minds, not to diminish his own power, but to amplify it. He didn't just hire employees, he cultivated a mastermind group of leaders, thinkers, and doers who were equally committed to the dominance of Carnegie Steel. He recognized that the combined intellect and effort of a synchronized team could achieve what no single individual, no matter how gifted, could ever hope to accomplish alone. It was this collective genius, this harmonious alliance, that built an industrial empire and amassed a fortune that defined an era. Your journey, too, will be significantly accelerated and fortified by the deliberate formation of your own mastermind. Who are the individuals who possess the knowledge you lack? The skills you need to acquire? The perspectives that challenge and sharpen your own? Seek them out. Form alliances based on mutual respect, shared ambition, and a collective commitment to a singular, definite purpose. The synergy created within such a group will illuminate paths you could not see, overcome obstacles that seemed insurmountable, and propel you towards your goal with unprecedented velocity. This is the ultimate leverage, a force multiplier for your dreams. Adaptability, gratitude, and the sixth sense of intuition. As you relentlessly pursue your definite chief aim, understand that the world is in constant flux. The rigid mind breaks. The flexible mind bends and thrives. Adaptability is not a weakness. It is a supreme strength. The ability to pivot, to adjust your sails when the winds shift, to learn from every experience, positive or negative, is the hallmark of a true master. It's about being firm in your ultimate destination, but flexible in your route. And through it all, cultivate an unwavering spirit of gratitude. Not just for the successes, but for the lessons learned, for the challenges that forged your character, for the very breath in your lungs, and the opportunity to strive. Gratitude is a powerful magnet, attracting more of what you appreciate into your life. It shifts your frequency, opening you to new possibilities, new insights. This opening of your frequency often leads to the awakening of what Hill termed the sixth sense, the faculty of intuition, of knowing without knowing why. It is that still, small voice, that gut feeling, that sudden flash of insight that guides you with unerring accuracy. It is the culmination of all the other principles, working in harmony, allowing your subconscious mind to tap into a universal intelligence, revealing the next logical step, the unexpected opportunity, the solution that defies logic. Trust it. Cultivate it through quiet reflection, through meditation, through listening to the whispers of your soul. This is your ultimate guide, your internal compass pointing true north, even in the darkest storms. The call to action. Your hour is now. The time for dreaming without doing is over. The era of wishing upon a star and hoping for a miracle has passed. We stand at the precipice of a new awakening, a new understanding that the only limits that exist are those we impose upon ourselves. You possess within you the same power that propelled Ford from a bicycle shop to an industrial titan, the same tenacity that saw Edison illuminate the world, the same indomitable spirit that guided Lincoln through the crucible of a nation divided. Their stories are not anomalies, they are blueprints. They are living testaments to what is possible when a human being aligns their thoughts, beliefs, and actions with a definitive purpose. The world is waiting for your unique contribution, for the manifestation of your definite chief aim. It doesn't care about your past failures, your current circumstances, or the whispers of doubt that cling to your ears. It only responds to the intensity of your desire, the strength of your faith, the precision of your plans, and the unwavering fire of your persistence. This is not a suggestion. It is a command from the deepest part of your being, resonating with the